Hey, this is Reg Athwal, and welcome to another one of our episodes for Family Business Q&A, where I get a chance to look at the different questions coming back from our community and our clients, see if I can answer them, leave you with a few tips that can add value to you. Don't forget to look at some of the other show episodes that we've got outside of Family Business Q&A, also on our channel. If you're coming here for the first time, welcome. So the topic for today, let's get straight to the point. My children are working in silos. Okay, that's what's coming up recently with one of the debates I was having with an owner. And how can I overcome this sibling silo situation and some of the blockages that are coming up with the next generation? I think anyone who's an owner or first generation entrepreneur, the father or the mother, and they're looking at their children, and in this case, where there's 2 children or 5 children or more, ultimately, what the dream would be that they join you, number one, in your family business setup, whether it's with the existing legacy business or new ventures, new things that you can do with them to expand in your country or in your region, internationally. That's the first dream that many family business owners that we've worked with have. The second is definitely make sure that they're getting on with each other. There's unity and there's harmony and great communication. So when you start to see a few siblings not communicating with each other, avoiding each other, we've come across cases in the past where somebody moves to a different country altogether. Why? Because what they're really doing is avoiding what? They're avoiding communication. They're avoiding something. There's a blockage there maybe from the past. So I want to leave you with a few different tips really quickly in this video. We want to be one family, one team. That's the ultimate mission here for any family business. The first thing I would say is get to know each other a little bit more by profiling each other. I've talked about this in our other videos, about our profiling toolkit called the DNA model, which focuses on 9 particular profiles. And there's many other good models out there as well. First of all, take time to understand all of the siblings, all of the next generation, your kids in this case. What are they made up of? What's going on the inside? Everybody's different. Somebody could be having a left brain. Someone's got a more of a dominant right brain. Somebody has a different lens of how they see things. Someone is really quick when it comes to making decisions. Someone's really, really slow at making certain decisions. Somebody likes to have all the information in front of them, and everything has to be systematic and organized and have straight lines, and they're looking for perfection. While somebody else is not interested in any of that. It's about how they feel. Somebody else could be looking at the numbers immediately. They need to know the numbers before making a certain decision, while somebody else has just got a clear vision in mind that everyone's going to buy this product or service. So I'm just giving you different things to open up your awareness. When I mean profiling, I'm talking about understanding what are the strengths and weaknesses of each of the family members and what's going on inside for them. So that would be a good place to start. The second thing would be to create more communication. There's got to be some next-gen forums, maybe come up with some sort of agreement with the senior members who could facilitate this, is to say, okay, once a week or once a month, we will have a 60-minute, 90-minute type session, have 3 or 4 key questions and give everybody a chance to answer those questions. And set some rules, have a meeting code of conduct, make sure that when someone speaks, someone else is not cutting through their sentence halfway through. People are listening properly. You've got to have a good facilitator to make sure everybody gets a chance to speak and the meeting is not being hijacked by a dominant sibling. So that's something that I would say is how could you create more frequent communication and bring these people together? If there's some underlying issues there or blockages, maybe some of them will avoid attending those meetings initially, but if you can make it interesting, don't make anybody right versus wrong. Don't let one person dominate that communication, and come up with some really good open-ended questions that you can ask each person. Give them their set 3, 4, 5 minutes to express themselves. And the ones who are normally quiet, give them that voice, give them that platform where they can communicate and talk about what's going on their mind. So that's one opportunity. Another opportunity to create more communication is using people like us through our global company, RTS Global Partners, our group company, using one of our partners, someone who's fully trained on how to facilitate and coach and work with groups of people at family level, and maybe using someone like that for one-to-ones, maybe with each family member first. Giving them an opportunity to work with someone who's external, who's not another family member. Again, give them a voice in a private setting, one-to-one with someone, to share how they're really feeling. Other things would be to understand for each of the siblings, so you as a parent looking at your next generation, is asking them really good questions around what their aspirations are. What are their goals and dreams? What are their human needs? Each family member could have a completely different view on what's important to them. So ask them good questions. Hey son, hey daughter, what would you like to achieve in the next 5, 10 years? What's important to you? What type of role would you like to have? What type of things would you like to be involved in? Where is your passion right now? If we could work on one thing that will bring the family together and create more unity, harmony, what should that be? What do we need to do more of as a family? What should we do less of as a family? So these are a few things that you can consider to make sure that you get all the right information coming from the next generation. The next tip I'm going to give you is to be really clear on the job roles. So assuming that the next generation are involved in the family business, be really, really clear on what is going to be their job role. One of the reasons why next gen leave the family business or don't want to be involved or suddenly work in silos and don't want to work with their siblings is because they don't have clarity of their role. They don't know what's expected. This applies not just to family businesses, but any company around the world. So see if you can document that. These are your duties. This is the authority level that you have. This is who you report into. This is what you're accountable for. Off you go. And have a dotted line to this person, a professional or a senior family member, where they can provide some mentoring and coaching. Next tip I'll give you is to make sure that there's weekly reporting, something that happens either every week, and if you can't do that, at least once a month. All the members have to come together and have some type of meeting to discuss how they're getting on. We use a framework called ROI, one of our toolkits, which a lot of our clients around the world use. The R is for results, what results have happened for the week. O is for objectives, what's the objectives and plan for next week. And the I could be positive, negative, what are the issues that have come up this week where you need help? Or I could be positive, which is what are the ideas, innovation, improvement, things that you like to share that can help everybody, that can support the business in the future. So we call this ROI. And if you could have one of those weekly or a formal type meeting once a month, that will really help drive more communication, understand what each member is doing. Other things I've got here is a few tips is if you find that still members are working in silo after doing all the things I've just said, and there's still a gap, that means there's definitely an emotional blockage. There's more a serious underlying issue right now with 2 members or more. And it may require professional coaching or in some cases some professional counselling. There could be a past event, literally something happened when someone's 5 years of age, 10 years of age, 14 years of age between 2 family members, and since then they've been scarred, since they've been left with this impression in their mind in relationship to that other family member. And if we don't overcome that, you're never going to really bring these 2 members together. They're going to stop communicating, avoid each other, and that gap will become bigger and bigger and bigger to a point where one of them will leave that structure, leave the family business altogether and do their own thing. So it's really important that if required, if the issue seems to be deeper and there is underlying emotional blockage, get some professionals in to support those family members to communicate, understand where it is in their internal filing cabinets, get that information to come to the surface, and then do something about it. And then there may be some other interventions required with 3 of you in the room, the expert with 2 of the family members facilitating that communication to the next stage. Other tips would be build confidence. Sometimes one family member works really fast, full of confidence, getting results, is intending to work with another family member, their brother, their sister, and that person's a lot slower. Maybe they don't They don't have that confidence as the other family member has. And therefore, one of them thinks, you know what, I can't work with this person. They're too slow for me, and starts cutting them off or doesn't give them all the information that they require to make joint decisions. And that other person is starting to feel left out. So sometimes we need to take that person who's lacking a bit of confidence, work on only one small thing, make sure they execute it well, give them the right appreciation, recognition, and start building up their confidence in small baby steps. This is crucial for some of the next generation members who have got low self-esteem or low self-confidence right now. And the last thing I'm going to wrap up with is, for those of you seniors who are watching this video today, you're the founders, and essentially this whole video is talking about your children and the next generation, those who are siblings, who are working in silos and got blockages. It's important that you lead by example. You've got to lead by example. The next generation will pretty much do as what you do, not what you tell them to do. So if you're not doing it, and you're expressing those bad habits or bad behaviors or creating a bigger gap, not communicating, or only taking one of your next gen members and making all the decisions with them and not involving somebody else, you're equally responsible for what's not happening in your family business. So on that serious note, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, helps reach more people with the algorithm on the platforms. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to our channel, and don't forget to watch some of the other shows we've got with other show themes on our channel. So thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.